Hey everyone, hey, how you doing? Hey, wanted to talk to you a little bit more slowly this morning, so it might be longer than 60 seconds, this video. I wanted to talk to you about your goals and how to make them real. And one of the ways that we set goals, which is a huge problem, and leaves us feeling deflated come February, is we set our goals, we put them up on the wall, and then we progressively get detached from our goals, and especially if they're really big, massive goals, right? We're like, I wanted that so much, and I felt so excited at the time of setting the goal, and then slowly over time it becomes or seems less and less possible, and we end up becoming disillusioned. And this is a problem because over time we become less and less inclined to set goals. In other words, setting of goals and the ambition and the motivation and the drive and the life and the hope and the passion tends to stay in the realm of younger people. And as we get older, we become more, well, I used to think like that, or I wanted that, but it didn't happen. And we become dreary and more cynical and less fit and less healthy and less ambition and less in motion and less alive. And that's a problem because you have one life and you want to live it well from the very beginning till the very end. And I hope that when I'm 80 years old, I'm still trying to do something incredible, right? Still trying to become the fastest 80-year-old in the world or something like that, right? And so that's the problem. And now let's talk about the solution and the way that you can set goals so that they are constantly present in your heart and in your mind, and you feel connected and motivated and inspired when you wake up every single day. The first thing is, I need you to understand, number one, that the setting of goals is a continuous process. In fact, it's the creation of the goal that gives you energy. In fact, once you put it up on the wall, it's almost guaranteed to die because it's stationary, it's sitting on the wall, it's done, it's finished in your mind. You've set your goal, right? No, you want to continually be in that process of goal creation. And part of that process of goal creation, which keeps it alive, is to go through a refinement process. And so one of the things we teach is take that goal with you. Put it on a piece of paper, a sticky note, on your phone. Figure out how you can get it to be more compelling, to be more energizing, to get the words that describe that goal exactly right. So you want to stay in goal creation mode. If you reach your goal, set another goal, right? Not out of a desire to be fulfilled by reaching goals, but by understanding that you are and believing and embracing the person that you are, which is someone who is in motion, who is achieving, who is trying new things, who is failing, who is learning, who's growing, right? That's the power of goal setting. And so the moment you put your goal up on the wall, it tends to die. Unless you're taking it off the wall, refining it, putting it on, refining it. Stay in the process of goal creation. It's so important that you stay in motion. So I will literally, on the back of my phone right here, I have one of my goals, and it is in 3 words only. So we want to keep our goals super simple. If it takes too long to say it, it'll be too hard to do it. It'll be too hard to communicate about it, and it won't happen. So the simpler, the shorter you can get your goal. So one of mine is fittest at 50. I want to be the fittest I've ever been in my life at 50 years of age, right? It's quick to say. I can remind myself of it easily. I can share it with you. Or 100K stacked months, right? Like that's another financial goal. And you want to have goals in all areas of your life so that you're almost like your life, you're like a spinning top as you chase your goals, and you're spinning on point beautifully, resonating, and the world is standing around looking at this human being who is chasing and succeeding in emotion in every area of your life. You don't want to be the greatest music conductor in the world and grossly overweight with high cholesterol, right? There's something uneven about that. You want to be good in every area of your life, in motion in every area of your life. You don't want to be a great entrepreneur and a loser dad, right? That doesn't look right either. And so we want to have this dynamic of goals where we are chasing and moving and emotion in every area, it creates a fantastic human being, right? And so that's sort of the second point. Not really coming out in order today, but the first thing is understand that your goal has to travel with you. It can't be static. You have to be constantly in goal creation mode. Then number two is to have goals in every area of your life, short-term, long-term goals, so that you are spinning and you're in motion and you're beautiful and not lopsided in any way. And then the third part, which I see a lot of contradictory information out there. Some people say your goal is sacred. Keep it to yourself. I don't really agree with that. The reason is you cannot reach your goals by yourself. And if you don't communicate your goals, how will I help you? Right? I have to know. The problem with sharing your goals that can occur is if you share them with the wrong people. In other words, share them with a cynical person or a doubter or a jealous person or an envious person or a competitor, right? So what you want to do is you want to be constantly, though, sharing your goals with people you trust, who support you, who have the ability to help you, who believe in you, who will send you a message the day of a big event saying, you're amazing, you can do it, right? The reason it's important to share your goals is if you have a goal, which is just a goal on a piece of paper, and it's just a secret inside of you. If you think about that goal from being a secret to being real, to be actualized, to being reached, then it has to become real. It has to get out of you. It has to get off that piece of paper. And so the thing that I want you to consider is the first step to making a goal real is to speak it out, right? And then it's to take actions that allow that goal to happen. But the first step is to speak it out. And there's a couple of beautiful things that happen when you share your goals with a trusted human being. Number one is the speaking out of the goal makes it real. Number two is it refines it. Every time you share it, it gets clearer. It becomes more real. It becomes more straightforward. And in fact, for many of us, the speaking out of goals is the creation of the goal, the continual creation we talked about in point one. And so definitely want to continue to speak out your goals and to share them with people you love. Number three, it creates a sense of accountability. Now you've said it, you've got to do it, so you're more likely to take action. And then number four, actually, and the reasons why you need to speak out your goals is what it tends to do is it tends to encourage people to be attracted to you. We are attracted to people who are in motion. We want to help people who are going from A to B. And if we know your goal, there is a reason for us to help us. If we know Jeff wants to be a passion-filled dad, then when you see me doubting myself on the journey of being a dad, you can say, dude, you're amazing. Keep going after being fully alive for your kids. They're going to notice. It's going to make a difference. Right? And so those are the three things which will help your goals become real. Number one, if we go back over this, number one is put your goal in motion and stay in the process of goal creation. Number two is to number three, I told you this is going to be rough. Number three is to speak out that goal. And the second one, you'll have to go back and watch the recording because I'm just sitting here communicating with you and I can't remember. In fact, if you remember, if you've been taking notes, write down what the second one was in the comments so everyone can remember. I want to give you a nice summary, but please, please, please be people who go after your goals. Be a human being in motion from your beginning of your life to the end of your life. Live a dynamic, optimistic, beautiful life where you chase things and you say yes to all the dreams and all the goals and all the desires in your life. If you like this video, share it. If it's helpful, tell me below in the comments. You're amazing human beings. I'm so blessed by technology to be able to sit in this car and talk with you. Much love.